question I often get from H1B visa holders is what happens if Trump becomes president again? Personally, I appreciate that he has been more supportive of legal immigration compared to undocumented immigration. But if he wins a second term though, things might not look so good for H1B visa holders. Hi, I'm Saiman Shetty, your host and founder of the Smart Green Card program, and in today's video we are going to unpack and talk about what could happen if Trump wins again. And it's a bit of a mystery, but I have pieced together some insights from several news updates, so let's go into it. Number one, to start with, during Trump's first term, he tried to end the work authorization for spouses of H1B visa holders. And if you are on an H1B with an approved or pending I-140 or perm application, your spouse can get an employment authorization document, also called as an EAD, to work in the US, and this was a rule introduced during the Obama administration. Trump's team actually attempted to remove this rule, and they didn't manage to get it done though before their term ended. So if Trump wins this next election, he could very well put that on the agenda again to eliminate that rule again. Number two, while Trump didn't really manage to fully stop H1B spouses from working, he certainly made things harder for them. The Trump administration had added extra steps to the application process, like requiring fingerprinting, which caused major delays to the process as well. And this was initially intended to be a quicker process, and it ended up taking over a year in some cases to even get the EAD to begin with. Now, the Biden administration has tried to help by streamlining things a little bit, but it might not be enough in the long term. The recent lawsuit challenged those extra hurdles, and a settlement has helped speed things up a bit. But the work permit applications and visa extensions are also processed together, which is a positive change as well. Now, even big companies have spoken up supporting the right of H1B and L1 visa spouses to work in the US, so that is a ray of hope, but we gotta see what will happen under Trump if Trump gets elected. Number three, another thing to keep in mind is that during the COVID-19 pandemic, Trump used special powers to block many H1B and L1 visa holders along with their families from entering the United States. If Trump wins again and brings back similar restrictions, which could actually prevent new H1B workers and their families from coming to the US, it could also mean that if you leave the country, you might not be able to return easily. However, if you are an international student transitioning to an H1B status within the US though, you might not face this issue really unless you travel outside and then try to re-enter the US as well. Number three, the rules for H1B visas have already been getting stricter. Under Trump, visa denials went up on the H1B, making it harder for people to extend their stay also. And this led to many H1B visa holders having to leave the US, and those seeking H1B extensions are primarily individuals waiting for their EB green card categories, especially in the EB2 and EB3 categories so far. Number four, finally, there is also talk of a rule that could force companies to pay H1B holders much higher salaries, which could be tough for many businesses. But if that rule comes into effect, some skilled workers might have to leave because their employers simply can't afford to meet that new wage requirement. A similar rule was blocked in the past, but if Trump returns to the White House, he might make it a priority again, and that may impact both H1B holders and their families as well. So based on what we have seen from Trump's previous policies, a second term might not be a great news for H1B visa holders and their spouses right off the bat, but there may be a few things that Trump has actually done, especially when it comes to mitigating H1B lottery fraud, which might be a very good welcome sign for deserving H1B applicants, because it improves your luck in the lottery, so to speak, a little bit. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, and if you want more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, the Smart Green Card channel. Hit that like button and tap the bell icon to stay updated. And until our next EB1A update, this is Saiman Shetty signing off. If you have any questions about the EB1A, our team is here to help you out. Feel free to drop a comment below, and I am always happy to help guide you through the EB1A journey.